Hello children, we are on to the seventh part of ray optics. Again we will be continuing with the problems because theory is over except some small concept. I hope you will learn that is telescope. Only you have to learn ray diagram and what we call the formula for magnification. Well, I will teach because what happens, I shouldn't leave. Now telescope is device used to see distant objects. Terrestrial telescope means here on the ground or the earth, to see the distant things we make use of. Astronomical telescope means to see the celestial bodies like star, moon or planets. To see those distant things we make use of astronomical telescope. Okay, whether it is astronomical or what you call the terrestrial telescope, some basic structure is same, that is it is making use of two lenses, both convex lenses, and one convex lens is called objective lens, to which the distant object will send the rays of light. Now these rays, if they are coming from finite distance, there will be divergent light. If the object is at infinite distance, it is earlier divergent light, but it will be converted into what? After traveling infinite distance, it will become what? A parallel beam. Whenever parallel beam is there, it will focus exactly at the focal plane. If it is parallel to the principal axis, this is called principal focus. If parallel to themselves but not parallel to the principal axis, they will still focus in the same plane. This plane is called focal plane, which contains the principal focus and perpendicular to the principal axis. Now this object, I will continue to show, this object has produced image at the principal focus of objective lens. These rays further proceed and they will fall on the eyepiece lens. Why it is called eyepiece? Because your eye is here to visualize the distant object. These rays appear to have come from something like A dash. So A dash, B dash is final image. This image is seen clearly if it is formed at least distance of distinct vision, and magnifying power of the telescope is given by FO upon FE. FO upon FE. FO is focal length of objective lens. FE is called focal length of eyepiece lens. Now here it is FO and here it is FE, focal length of eyepiece and focal length of object. This total length is called L, which is called as tube length. What it is called? Tube length. So this is regarding the the telescope. Okay, and this is magnification. You should remember formula. You should also remember the ray diagram with appropriate arrow marks. Object should be at infinity. This is first image, AB, and this image will serve as the object for this lens. This is object, its image is here. Okay. Next we will deal with the problem now. Children, very easy problem is asked. For a fish in a pond means water. Okay. In a pond, a fish is present at the depth of 20 meters. How many meters? 20 meters. The outside world means a bird or the sky or anything you take. Outside world appears to be enclosed within a circle. Why that circle? Very simple explanation. They are asking, what is the radius of the circle formed on the water surface? Suppose I am the fish, above me say water is there all the way. Outside world appears to be present within that circle. Why? Very simple explanations here. Instead of fish, this is fish eye, instead of fish, if you imagine a bulb at a depth of how many meters? 20 meters. See what happens. From the bulb, rays will go out. When rays incident, normally it goes straight. If rays incident at some angle of incidence lesser than critical angle, it will bend away from the normal. Okay, sir. If angle of incidence is, children, exactly equal to critical angle of incidence I is equal to critical angle, ray will graze the surface. So here also extreme rays you take. This ray goes outside. What about final ray at angle of incidence equal to critical angle? It will graze the surface. Now, which two are the extreme rays visible, which are incident at critical angle and critical angle? Or reverse also. If you remove bulb and imagine a fish, which two rays can be seen by the what you call the fish? Extreme rays which can be seen are those which come at critical angle. They can be visualized. See, light travels in one direction. Principle of reversibility of light, even if bulb is kept here, light will fall here only. Okay. In circumstances, certain circumstances, it is different. Now, listen. What about this ray, sir? What about this ray of light? Why this fish cannot see this part? Because bulb, imagine bulb again, whatever light is sent, angle of incidence is more than critical angle. Critical angle से ज़्यादा है, so therefore it will undergo total internal reflection. So this side it is all dark. This light does not come out. Which is last light coming out? All this will come out. These will surely come out. Which is last ray coming out? Which is incident at critical angle. Over now, whether they give fish or bulb or object, anything, same method. And entrance exam only 1 mark. Let us see. See children, this is fish. Outside world, this is all outside world, including your trees, mountains, people, sky, everything. Outside world appears to be enclosed in a circle. I have shown boundary rays because the angle of incidence is equal to how much? Critical angle. Above this what happens? This portion is not visible because angle of incidence is more than critical angle. This is not visible because total internal reflection. See, not only here, some rays are coming here, here, everywhere, like a cone shaped thing will be made here. This is also critical angle. The fish is at the depth of h is equal to how many meters? 20 meter. This I will call O. This I will call say something like center M. Center M. Okay. This I will call A. What is refractive index for critical angle? N is equal to 1 upon sin C. Or else sin C is equal to 1 upon N. 1 upon N is equal to 1.33. 1 upon 1.33 is 0.7518. 0.7518. What is C is equal to? Sin C is this much. C is equal to sin inverse of 0.7518. You should see in the sine table 0.7518, 0.7518, 7513 is there, 42 minutes, 5 difference means we'll take 4, 2, okay, 42 plus 4, 44, 48 degrees, 44 minutes, 48 degrees, 44 minutes. This is critical angle for water. Next, see here, if this is C, this ray not visible because angle of incidence is more than critical angle. This is angle C. It can be shown that this angle is also what? C only. Alternate angles. MA is equal to radius, children, of that circle formed on the water surface. Now, tan C is equal to, tan C is opposite side upon adjacent side, R upon H. R is radius of circle, H is equal to 20 meter depth. Now tan of, what is the value of C we have got? 48 degrees 44 minutes into H, what is the value of H? 20 meters, must be equal to radius. That implies radius is equal to 20 into 48 degrees 44 minutes tan. 48 degrees means it will be more than 1. 48 degrees 44 minutes. 1383 plus 13. 86, 96, 1396, 1.1396, 0.1396. This tan answer. Multiply these two. Meter. Radius of meter. What is the area of the circle? If you are in this swimming pool, you will see only this much portion. Entire world is within this circle only. Or if it is a bright bulb, it will produce a cone of rays. These rays will be reflected back. Only these rays will come out. You will be getting a bright circle on the water if bulb is kept. Now area is equal to pi r square. Pi is 3.142. into 22.79 square. So, (1632) meter square. This is the answer for area. Next problem we will move on to. Listen children, this is also standard problem. Find critical angles for water medium, glass medium and water glass interface. First take water. Refractive index is 4/3. N is equal to 1 upon sin C. Critical angle is question mark. What is critical angle? If a ray is incident at ray traveling from denser medium to rarer medium is incident at angle of incidence I, it bends away from the normal. If angle of incidence is critical angle, ray will graze the surface. This is called critical angle, for which angle of refraction becomes 90 degrees when the ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium. This is what we know. Sine of critical angle is 1 by n, 1 by 4/3, sorry, NW is 4/3, this will become 3/4, that is 0.7500, or CW is equal to sine inverse of that quantity 0.7500. CW will be equal to sine inverse of 0.7500. .7501, yes, it is there. 48 degrees 36 minutes. This is critical angle for water. Second question is critical angle for glass. Critical angle for glass sin C is 1 by glass refractive index, or vice versa. Glass is 1 by 1.5. 1 by 1.5 is 1 this much. Okay. Last term I have called 7. So CG will be critical angle will be sine inverse of this 0.6667 0.6667. Now 0.6667 sine you have to find sine inverse in fact 0.666 and 7 666 phi is there with mean difference to 41 degrees 49 minutes 41 degrees 49 minutes. This is critical angle for glass. C is interesting. Water glass interface means water is also there, glass is also there. For critical angle to be formed, children, light should travel from water to glass or glass to water. It should travel from denser to rarer. In glass and water, glass is denser and water is rarer. What is glass ka refractive index they have given? 1.5. Water refractive index 4/3. Light should travel from glass to water. The angle for which ray grazes the surface, angle of refraction becomes 90, is called critical angle for glass water interface. Let us see sine of critical angle, sine C water glass interface CW or GW is 1/n question mark. Sir, whether we should put glass shortcut, whether we should put water shortcut? No, it should be denser medium with respect to rarer medium. Glass with respect to water, that will be shown to be equal to NGW is written as Ng upon NW. Relative refractive index ratio, so relative refractive index is equal to ratio of absolute refractive indices, that is NW upon Ng, or CW is equal to, CGW is equal to sin CGW is equal to NW is 4/3, Ng is 1.5, so it will be 4/4.5. Let us check this answer. Sin CGW is 4/4.5. .8888. I am not sure, my calculator is not working. Okay, what is critical angle? CGW for water glass surface. Let us see. CGW is equal to, sine will come here, it will become sine inverse of 0.8888 like that, or last term we can take it as 9, 0.8889. .888 6245. This is critical angle for both water and glass interface. Well, next problem, children. An equilateral prism produces a minimum deviation of 37 degrees for a particular light of particular wavelength. Find refractive index of prism. Yes, sir. Refractive index of prism means refractive index of material of the prism. It may be glass, it may be fiber, anything. Okay. Angle of incidence and angle of refraction. in glass. Okay, fine. Listen to me carefully. If you send a ray of light, normal is drawn. If prism is not there, the ray will go straight up. Because of prism it is bending once, then it is bending again. This is called angle of deviation. If angle of incidence is increased, deviation goes on decreasing, becomes minimum. If you still increase the angle of incidence, it should be increased only. Deviation decreases and becomes minimum, then again it increases. If angle of deviation is minimum, children concentrate. If angle of deviation is smallest, for minimum deviation, many magical things happen. They are, if deviation is minimum, angle of incidence I1 is equal to angle of emergence I2. हे दोन्ही इक्वल होतात. Angle of refraction R1 becomes angle of incidence R2. These two will become equal. This will happen only when deviation is minimum. For minimum deviation, angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. R1 is equal to R2. Interior angles are equal. And refracted ray remains parallel to the base. This and this remains parallel. Incident ray and emergent ray become symmetric. Symmetric means you can understand. This is not symmetric. Equal angles they should make with the prism. Okay. That is called symmetric. If it is so, there is one special formula for, I will write only for minimum deviation. N is equal to sin of a plus d by 2 divided by sin of a by 2. This is our formula. What is N to be found? Sin. What is angle of the prism? Sir, equilateral prism means all angles will be equal, that is 60, 60 and 60. We are not concerned with this, we are concerned with refracting angle of the prism or angle of the prism. I will note here also, for equilateral prism, angle of the prism is A is equal to 60 degrees. Angle of the prism is also called refracting angle, not angle of refraction, not this. It is called refracting angle of the prism. A is called refracting angle of the prism or angle of the prism. Now, A is how much? 60, because equilateral. Deviation produced is minimum. Minimum they have said, minimum. They will not tell sometimes minimum, they will tell symmetric means minimum only. Refracted ray and base of the prism are parallel, that is minimum only. If they clearly tell minimum deviation, no issues. If otherwise, if they tell symmetric, minimum, parallel to the base, minimum, like that. Only for minimum deviation, see, only for minimum deviation this formula. And deviation is 30, how much? 37 degrees divided by 2. Equal sign should be put just here. Don't put n equal to this much, no. N equal to. Sine of what is the angle of the prism now? How much they have given? 60 upon 2. This is now 60 plus 37 is 97. Sine of 97 by 2 is how much? 97 is 48 to 48.5. 48.5 degree divided by sine of 30. This is now written as n is equal to sine of 48 degrees. See, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 0.5 degrees, 0.5 into 60, that is how much? 30 minutes. 1 degree 60 minutes, 0.5 degrees 30 minutes. So you put 30 minutes here. 0.5 degree is 30 minutes divided by sin 30. Sin 30 is 0.5 or half. 48 degrees 30 minutes. There is no dot, it is not dot, please. It is not a dot. Okay, it is not a dot. 48 degrees 30 minutes. 48 degrees. 7490. Yes, exactly 1.5. So this way we have got the refractive index. Remaining problems, let us see whether time is there or not. Yes, God is great, still time is there. Again, an equilateral prism has Ri, refractive index n is equal to 1.5. 1.5 is not fixed number, sometimes it is different for different wavelengths, different colors. They'll ask, sorry children, here they had asked angle of incidence also, very sorry, previous problem. Angle of incidence is asked and angle of refraction is also asked. Now, angle of deviation is I1 plus I2 minus angle of the prism, and angle of the prism is R1 plus R2. But for minimum deviation, listen, for minimum deviation, I1 is equal to I2. For minimum deviation, I1 is equal to I2 equal to I, say, or let it be I1 only. If I1, I2 happen to be equal, R1 will be equal to what? R2. And R1 is equal to R2. Let us see. Deviation is given already, how many degrees? 37. Okay. I1 and I2 both are equal. So in place of I1, I can put, I1 let it be, I2 can be written as what? I1, because both are equal. I1 is also same, I2 is also same, only for minimum deviation. Minus angle of the prism is 60 degrees. Now, I1 becomes 2I1 minus 60 if it is taken on left hand side, 37 plus 60 it will become 97, implies I1 is equal to 97 upon 2. That will be 48.5 degrees, or else 48 degrees 30 minutes. So this is angle of incidence. How to find angle of refraction is? There are two ways. One is applying Snell's law at first phase or first surface. N is equal to sin I1 upon sin R1. N is known to us, that is 1.5. Sin I1 is known to us, that is 48 degrees 30 minutes. 48 degrees 30 minutes. Sin R1 is the angle of refraction to be found. We will write sin R1 is equal to sin 48 degrees 30 minutes. Sin 48 degrees 30 minutes is 0.7490. 490. This one we have interchanged. It is 1.5. 0.7490 divided by 1.5. 0.4993. 0.4993. This implies R1 is equal to, this interior angle R1 is equal to sine inverse of 0.4993. If you find sine inverse of 0.4993, (29 degrees, 57 minutes). This is almost equal to 1 degree. So it is very closer to 30 degrees. But you cannot approximate the things. Let them be as they are. Okay. What is alternate way of finding R1 is, it is not so rigorous. We have refracting angle of the prism. This angle of the prism is equal to sum of the interior angles R1 and R2. But for minimum deviation, R1 and R2 both are equal. So we will write them as R1 plus R1 only for which deviation? Minimum. For minimum deviation, it is already stated here. Now, angle of the prism is already given as 60. This will be 2R1 is equal to 60. R1 will be equal to 60 divided by 2, that is 30 degrees. Painstakingly we have done all those calculations which gave you the answer almost 59 degrees 57 minutes, okay, which is almost equal to 30 degrees. So this is shortcut and you can use it in CET also. We will go for next problem. Now here what happened, they had given refractive index, they had given refractive index and they had given angle of the prism. What was asked? Angle of deviation. Now next problem, I have already written on the board. This is very easy. An equilateral prism has refractive index 1.5 and okay, find angle of minimum deviation. See here now, n is equal to, for minimum deviation, only for which deviation? Smaller deviation, minimum deviation. N is sine of a plus d by 2 divided by sine of a by 2. N is already given 1.5, yes sir. Sine of equilateral prism means a is equal to 60 degrees. So we will write 60 plus d by 2 whole thing divided by sine of 60 by 2 again, 60 because equilateral prism they have given. Angle of minimum deviation d question mark. Keep on simplifying. 1.5 as it is. Sine 60 by 2, that will be sine 30. Sine 30 I shall write here into sine 30 must be equal to sine of 60 upon 2 is 30 plus d upon 2 as it is. This is now written as sine of 30 plus d by 2 is equal to 1.5 plus, 1.5 sin 30 is 0.5 or 1 by 2, that will be 0.7500. Sine of 30 plus d by 2 is this much. Therefore, 30 plus d by 2 is equal to sine inverse of 0.7500. Sine inverse of 0.7500 is almost 48 degrees 36 minutes. 48 degrees 36 minutes. 48 degrees 36 minutes. 7501. Correct. So this is 30 plus d by 2. What will d by 2 equal to? What this d by 2 will be equal to? 48 degrees 36 minutes minus this 30 will come here. Now d by 2 will be equal to 48 36 minus 30 is 18 degrees 36 minutes. This implies d is equal to 2 should be multiplied with this 2 into 18 degrees 36 minutes. So deviation will be 36 degrees 36 to the 72 minutes. Now it is ridiculous to keep it with the value more than 60 minutes. What I should do? 36 degrees as it is, 72 minutes can be written as 60 minutes plus 12 minutes. But 60 minutes is equal to 1 degree, so it will become 37 degrees 12 minutes. So angle of minimum deviation is found. Here we will stop, children. In the next class we will have the remaining problems based on the refraction through spherical surface and lens itself. Thank you.